Getting ready for this is so difficult because there's no space between where I am and the window right now because I'm trying to get the best light, but can you even see me? Hi Haley, happy Thursday. It is March 7th. March 7th? I look at my phone every single week and I should know by now that it's just 7 days more from when I last checked it, but I still have to look every single week. Alright, happy Thursday Haley, and for viewers as well, I hope that you guys are having a great day. Today I thought that I would talk about a dream board of mine. Haley Hyde, her main channel on YouTube here is I'll Say Hoot. She just posted a video about her dream board, which is basically just a few categories of dreams that she has for her life, and I thought that that would be kind of an interesting video to kind of make for my own dreams and talk about them a little bit this week and kind of be able to tie that into your question for me, Haley, which was what am I most excited about for spring term. So hopefully be able to incorporate that in. I have kind of 3 categories for my dreams as well that I will talk about, and I'd be interested to hear what your guys' dreams are as well. So I guess we should get started. Alright, so the first category for me is getting my degrees, which I know seems simple in theory, at least on paper, but is definitely quite an accomplishment. And in the process of getting my undergraduate degree, I am taking new classes for spring term, and so I thought that I would tell you about those since they're classes that I am, as you said, Haley, I'm really excited about. So I am taking 4 classes, which are a total of 18 credits, which means that hopefully as the spring term goes on, you will slowly see my demise as these vlogs continue each week. I'm actually hoping that doesn't happen, but who knows. So I thought I would tell you about those 4 classes. The first one is a Perspectives on Film class, which is centered around great directors, and the great director that we are profiling for this term is Alfred Hitchcock, which I'm very excited about. I had the unfortunate event of watching The Birds when I was about 6 or 7 unknowingly, and it has scarred me for all of my life. So I'm excited to learn more about him, and I think it'll be kind of interesting to look back and see if I'm actually still terrified of that film, which I probably will be, honestly. The second class that I'm taking is another English class. It is an American literature course, later 19th century, excuse me. And I had kind of initially not wanted to take another English class this year, just because I've literally taken them, you know, and taken multiple throughout this year so far, and then I realized I'm an English major, I should probably do that, and I should probably just get used to it. And so a couple of my friends from my English class right now are going to be in that class, which will be really exciting. The third class that I'm taking, and I think by far is the class that I am most excited about and the one that I'm getting my hopes up the most for, and that is another Gender, Women, and Sexuality Studies class. And it's not an introduction class like I took in fall term. It is a special topics class, and I am so excited about it. It is a gender and sports class. And the last class that I'm taking is actually a pharmacy class. I needed a 3-credit class to fit into my schedule, and this is the one that I found. It is about health and medicine, obviously, because it's in the pharmacy department, and it's called It's Not All About Drugs. So as for careers in the broader spectrum, you know, this undergraduate degree is just one step towards my career of wanting to teach when I get older. Haley, you know that. It's something that I've wanted to do since before I can remember, and I can't imagine going through my life without being an educator in some sort. Dream category number 2 is traveling. So this is something that Kaylee talked about a lot in her video because she has a lot of places that she wants to travel to, which I think is awesome. But there was something that she said about getting stuck that kind of made me want to talk about this. So I do enjoy traveling, but that's not necessarily what this category means to me. I mean traveling in the sense of not settling, of not getting stuck, and of not kind of sticking with what is kind of set for me by people. I love variety and I love new things, and I want to be able to travel and explore in the sense of not settling for just one thing. I constantly want to be open to new ideas and new experiences in my life and be able to, you know, even how do I properly explain this, because I feel like it may not be coming through the best way. Even if I do settle on one city, which I probably will, I want to still continue to travel and explore and have adventures in that place. I don't want to get settled and get stuck into one routine. So even if that means traveling in the sense of going to new bookstores and building at my library, or traveling to Disneyland to do a college program, or doing sorts of things that allow me to not stay on one path for too long. Not because I don't like to be consistent, and that's not how I view it, but I just don't want to get stuck and be forced into monotony. I constantly want to be discovering new things, learning as much as possible, and being able to express myself in as many ways as I can. Okay, and so the third one is a little bit cheesy, but we're just gonna go with it. I dream of a healthy future. And I mean healthy in all the senses of its definition. So a healthy body, a healthy relationship with my friends and family, hopefully a healthy and prospering relationship with somebody in my life. I would love to be able to have kids when I'm older, but you know, way older. But just a healthy and happy future. I know that that's what we all strive for. And even though it's cliche, I still think it's true. I know that there's not always going to be great days, there's not always going to be even good days that I have, but I'm hoping that even at the end of the day, I can still be thankful and have a great support system around me. Hopefully, you know, a lasting job that isn't kind of tormented by the fear of like recession and job cuts and all that sort of stuff that I don't know anything about, but still kind of freaks me out. But just to be healthy, to be happy, to be loved and to love, to create, to enjoy, and to always seek out new adventures. I think that covers about all the bases of what I would kind of describe as the kind of perfect, idyllic adult life. So I'd be curious to see what your guys' goals and dreams are for your future, so feel free to leave them down below, or let us know. I just want to know. I'm curious. I'm always curious to see what people's dreams are, what they're looking forward to, both short-term and long-term. And so Haley, I'd be curious to see what your dreams are, though I know that we've kind of discussed it before, but that is not your question for this week. Your question for this week, Haley, is that I know that we've talked about this before, that you associate certain songs and kind of specific lyrics with certain people in your life. So the question that I had for you is kind of basing itself off of that. And so the question, since we've kind of been talking about our favorite characters and our OTPs and, you know, just fictional characters that we love as of late, my question for you is, are there any, you know, specific song lyrics that correlate with your favorite characters? And if there is a certain correlation between them, the construction, that is what I have to deal with all the time. Okay, so that correlation is what I'm really interested in, and I'd love to hear you kind of describe what those lyrics are, and how they fit with your favorite fictional characters, and kind of see what the relationship is between them. I thought that would be a decent enough question for you, since I know that you've been super busy with school lately, and I'm sorry to hear about that. But until next time, I hope that you had an amazing time at the Hush Sound concert yesterday. And that you're not completely drowning in homework as the weekend gets closer. Viewers, I hope that you guys are having an amazing day, and I will see you guys next week. Alright, bye! I'm not even gonna try and attempt that joke. Like, I thought it was gonna be funny, and it just wasn't.